Hey guys, so today's lesson is a really short, easy one. We're just going to be reviewing how to gather like terms. So this is lesson 6.3, gathering like terms. Like terms always need to have the same degree and the same variable. So by same degree, we mean like an x squared with another x squared. An x squared and an x are not like terms because they don't have the same degree. They also need to have the same variable. So an x squared and a y squared have different variables and are therefore not the same term, are not like terms. And then once you're done kind of figuring out which terms are like terms, you want to gather them together. We generally order them from highest to lowest degree. If you have things that have like the same degree, like an xy, an x squared, and a y squared, it would go x squared first, then the xy, and then the y squared. If you're using other variables other than x and y, just make sure that you start with a variable squared, then have whatever like the joint, like the two different variables together are, and then another variable squared if there is that. As we talked about, I think yesterday, in models, like terms will cancel out. That is the zero rule that we talked about. So for instance, a positive x squared will cancel out a negative x squared. A negative x will cancel out one of our positive x's. This positive 1 constant will cancel out one of the negative ones. And then we just write whatever's left over. So by the end of that, I just have a single x squared left. I also have 2 positive x's, so that's plus 2x. And then I have 1, 2, 3 negative ones, so that's minus 3. And that would be our final answer. If we are given an algebraic expression instead of models, then you just add or subtract the like terms once you have them gathered together. So in this example, we have 2x minus 3x squared plus 4x minus 8 plus 2x squared. I'm going to start by ordering them in terms of highest to lowest degree with our like terms together. So I'm going to move any of our x squareds to the front. It doesn't matter which one I start with, but I like to start with the one that's already closest to the front. Don't forget the symbol in front of the term has to move with the term. So we end up starting with negative 3x squared. That's that one taken care of. Then I'm going to get my other x squared, so the positive 2x squared. Then I'm going to get my x's. Again, doesn't matter which x I put next, but I usually start with whichever one's already closer. This is a positive 2x, so I will do plus 2x. Then my plus 4x, and then at the very end, my constant, the minus 8. Now that I have them ordered properly and gathered together, I will actually simplify by adding or subtracting my like terms. So these two are like terms, these two are like terms, and then my constant doesn't have a like term in this case. So negative 3x squared plus 2x squared is just negative x squared. Plus 2x plus 4x is plus 6x, and then my minus 8 at the end. Just going to run through one more example here. So this time we have 2 times 3x minus 4 minus 2 times x minus 1. In this case, before you can gather any like terms, just like when we talked about in the previous chapter, you must distribute first, which means that we multiply whatever's in front of the brackets into the brackets. So that leaves us with 2 times 3x is 6x, and then 2 times negative 4 is minus 8. And then negative 2 times x is minus 2x, and negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. So that's how we fill it out. Then I'm going to gather my like terms. So I don't have any x squareds this time, so I'm just going to start with my 6x. Then I'm going to move the minus 2x in behind it. And then I'll have the -8 and then the +2. And then once again, we add or subtract our like terms together. So 6x minus 2x is 4x, and -8 plus 2 is -6. And that would be our final answer. Okay, so I hope that was a good little review for you guys. Let me know if you have any questions.